Hey everybody, we are in day 141 our Bible reading plan, 1 Samuel 1 through 3 and Psalm 140. If you're counting, we're maybe in book number 15 in our Bible reading plan, and we are just clipping along, excited about where God's taking us. The Judges, phew, we finished, and now we're in this era of the Kings. But before we get to the Kings, we're going to find out how Samuel came to be. Many of you know my nephew, Samuel, so have a special place in my heart for him. And his story is miraculous. In fact, the entire book shows God's providence in so many ways and how God turns situations around. So if you're in a place where you wish God would give you a turnaround, you're in the right book. It's going to be encouraging for you today. We start with a bang. Hannah cannot have kids. She's being tortured, verbally abused by Peninnah, her other wife of her husband, Elkanah. And even though Elkanah loves Hannah more than Mina think, because she wants a kid and she can't get a kid. And it's such an encouraging story. If you're going through anything painful and wondering where God is, you want to read the story of Hannah. So the priest thinks she's drunk, but in fact she resorts to praying desperately to the Lord, and the Lord gives her a son, Samuel, which she had offered back to the Lord. What I love is that later on, when she takes the robe to Samuel, God gives her more kids. She has 3 sons and 2 daughters after that. So God gives above and beyond after she offers them back to the Lord. Because it's a little like bittersweet. I mean, it's cool that she gave them back to the Lord, but you know, it's a hard vow to say that. But she didn't even have any expectation that God would give her more. She just gave freely what God had given her. I love the song of Hannah in chapter 2. That is reminiscent of the song of Mary after Jesus was born, and it's just really cool to see a woman give praise to God with so much passion. And then we move into the story of Eli's sons. Sad day. Eli, though he's a man of God, has not done well with his sons, sadly. They were very guilty of immorality and extortion, and God was going to hold them accountable. He tells Eli that he was going to take their life in one day, and as if that's not enough, later on, actually the prophecy that God gives to Eli is that he would raise a faithful priest in chapters 2 verse 35, which can be insinuated as the priest Zadok, who later David would pick, or the high priest Jesus, eventually the priest who would save us from all our sins and purify us from our sins. I love chapter 3 of 1 Samuel. It's the call of Samuel. He has not learned to listen to God's voice or to hear him clearly. So he's got his mentor Eli who's showing him, after coming and saying, hey, did you call me? Eli puts 2 and 2 together. He says, no, you got to ask God. God, it's you. And so indeed he goes back to his bed and God speaks to him again. And by God's grace, Samuel starts this amazing relationship with the Lord where he hears the Lord and he is faithful. In fact, the very end of chapter 3, Samuel grew and the Lord was with him and let none of his words fall to the ground. Samuel was established as a prophet before the Lord, and it is God who established us in the roles of our lives, and then we are to stay faithful so that we do not suffer the same fate as the kids of Eli did. Eli accepted God's will. We see God's sovereignty in this chapter, in this reading today. I hope you picked up on it. I hope that you see God's providence for his people. Hey, if you're in a situation that feels hopeless, read about Hannah, turn to the Lord, pray. Prayer works. And so today's big idea is this, and I'll end with it. God is sovereign over everything. His timing is always perfect, and he never forgets his own. That includes you. Love you guys.